So this is the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, and this is all the Spigen cases available for that phone. Let's go through them one by one and take a look. First up is the Rugged Armor, and this is the one that I've had on my phone probably the most. As you can tell, there's no bag. Inside, pretty straightforward. There are air pockets on each corner of the Spigen cases here, which just help with drop protection. And then no fancy microfiber inside here, but this is all designed to help with drop protection. The case goes on the phone nice and snug, has good protection for your screen, has good protection for your camera, has clicky buttons, has really well done cutouts, and a nice opening along the top of the case here to make sure that the receiver is getting sound into your ear. Along the side as well, you'll notice that there's a grip pattern on there, which works really well to give you confidence holding the phone. And that's the Rugged Armor. All right, next up is the Ultra Hybrid. This is known as the 01 and has a really unique design, kind of exposed device look. We have the two layers there to peel on the inside. Phone goes in the case, and that's what it looks like. I really like the look of it. It's unique, and it's not for everybody, but it's really cool and sleek looking. Kind of science fiction and futuristic. Here's a look at each of the sides. It's kind of a smooth, rubbery texture, similar to any clear case. At the top here, you've got your microphone cutout. Along the bottom here, you have your cutouts for the speaker, microphone, and charging port. And the case has a slightly see-through look, so you can kind of see the SIM tray over here in the corner. Good clicky buttons. You also have these little protective layers in the corner, though you already have good lip protection for your camera, so these are just kind of there as a little bit extra. You also have those same bumpers down here along the bottom, just to help with the phone case, maybe not scratching so much on the back. You have good opening along the top here, so all the sound from your receiver is going in your ear hole. And that is the 01 Ultra Hybrid. Next, we're going to take a look at the Ultra Hybrid in matte black. So given that this is an Ultra Hybrid, this is going to fit similar to the last one we looked at, but just has a different design. That's pretty satisfying. And then we also have a film on the inside here that will peel. All right, now we can toss the phone in there. And that is the Ultra Hybrid in matte black. This is a really cool look, especially because you get to see the actual color of your phone. Here's a look at the side of the case. A look at the charging port, microphone, and speaker cutout. And you have that cutout for the microphone on the top. Given that these are all Spigen cases, I would expect that the cutouts are all pretty much the same, as well as the lip protection on each of these cases being basically identical. The camera bump gives you good protection down here. The feeling in the hand is good. One of the downsides of a back like this is that it will eventually get a little bit slippery, just from like finger oil and general everyday use. To get around that, you just have to give it a good wipe down, and then you're back to that nice grippy, plasticky texture. That is the Ultra Hybrid in matte black. While we're switching cases here, just know that everything is linked in the description below. Purchases are just going to be an affiliate link, which will give me a little bit of commission and doesn't cost you anything extra. Appreciate it. All right, next up is the Thin Fit. I've used the Thin Fit on my iPhone quite a lot. Really do like this case. And let's see how it is for the Pixel. All right, so this is the Thin Fit. And this one is just in black. It comes in a few other colors as well. This is a super simple case. You can see perfect cutouts along the bottom, perfect cutout along the top here for the microphone, good clicky buttons, and that space there for the receiver. You have a lip that will protect your camera, and you can see from the side here that it's kind of a two-tone look. The back is a little bit of a harder plastic, and then the sides here are a bit of a softer rubber, just to help with protection if it was to fall face down. All in all, this is a really good case if you're going for a minimalistic and kind of dressier look. And that was the Thin Fit. Next up, we have the Liquid Air. The Liquid Air is another case from Spigen that I've used on my iPhone. In the inside, kind of simple. None of these really have a fancy texture, but all have that classic Spigen kind of technology look in the inside. All right, so this is the Liquid Air. The Liquid Air is a case that ends up having a pretty decent amount of grip just from this texture on the back here. The sides here have this grip pattern, which helps to give you confidence when you're holding onto the phone. Similar to all the Spigen cases, the buttons are nice and clicky. Cutouts are also good. Here's the one for the microphone on the top, and then the charging port, speaker, and microphone on the bottom. On the back, you have a good lip to protect your camera, and a good lip from the case to protect your screen from being placed face down. And that's the Liquid Air from Spigen. Next up, we have the Slim Armor CS. Not sure what that stands for, but here we go. You know what? Maybe it stands for card slot. That would make sense. This is the first time I've seen or will have tried out this case. Looks like there's a bit of a, looks like there's a bit of a structure built in here, and that's meant for holding bank cards. Goes on nice and snug. And this is the Slim Armor CS. All right, let's see how we get into this. I think it should just slide, yeah. All right, so it says here, sliding case with dual card storage. All right, so seen that? You should be able to fit 2 cards in there, and then it just slides open. Can't say it's the easiest to open, but you probably get used to it as you use it. The top has an interesting design around the camera bump, and given that there's a wallet piece along the back here, it's going to give you lip protection from your camera. Seems a little loose there. Maybe that's just a one-off with this case, hard to know. But anyway, clicky buttons, just like all the other cases. Nothing along this side. Good cutouts here along the bottom for the microphone, charging port, and speaker. And a cutout for the microphone on the top. I would say this case is a little more on the slippery side compared to the other cases. Probably mostly because the back here is a slippery plastic. So probably not on the top of my list out of all these cases, but to each their own. So that's been the Slim Armor CS. We'll call it card slot. Moving on. All right, next up, Tough Armor. I think it's safe to say that this is probably the most protective of all the cases. On the back here, these yellow bits are a bit kind of like a squishy foam. All right, let's see what this case looks like on the phone. A little bit of a tighter fit. And this is the Tough Armor. This one is green, and there are also multiple colors available. Has a little kickstand at the bottom here. Doesn't feel like the highest quality kickstand, but I mean, it should work for holding your phone up. Buttons on this case are a bit more of a unique look. Some might call them chonky. They're still nice and clicky though. Along the top here, you've got your microphone cutout. On the bottom, your microphone, charging port, and speaker cutouts. On the front, you've got good lip protection. And on the back, there's not much of a camera bump there, but would still offer protection. And that's the Tough Armor. Okay, and I've saved a unique one for the end here. This is the Ultra Hybrid with MagSafe compatibility. Okay, so you have 2 pieces of film protecting the back and the inside of the case. Let's go ahead and peel off the outside one. Nice and satisfying. And the inside. All right, and there we go. That's a pretty bizarre look in a way, because that's something that I'm used to seeing on an Apple case. Let's test out the MagSafe strength. Not too bad. I would say it's not quite the usual strength I've expected from a Spigen case, but I'm sure that would do well to hold your phone if you're using it, say, in your car on a mount. Taking a look along the top, you've got your microphone cutout. You have some kind of cool branding here from Spigen on the inside of the case. You have a simple Spigen logo on the inside of the case here that shows through, which is a cool touch. You have your cutouts along the bottom here, which are all nice and precise. And then here's those clicky Spigen buttons. Like all the cases, you have good protection for your screen on the lip here, and good protection for your camera on the back with this little lip here. Out of all the cases for this phone, this one might be my favorite, partly because I get to show off the color of the phone, but I also have the versatility of having MagSafe as an option. All right, so that is the Ultra Hybrid with MagSafe. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at all those different cases. If you'd like to purchase any of them, there's links in the description. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and it just helps support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.